Application of matrices. You have so many applications. One application you already learned, that is solving linear equations. The next application that you are going to learn today is input output analysis. Now this technique was invented by Professor Vasily W. Leontief. Sometimes this will come in the objectives. Who invented input output analysis? Professor Vasily W. Leontief. Now let us see what is this input output analysis. Is one of the most important application of matrices. It is based on two industries, interdependent industries. What do you mean by interdependent? Suppose the car manufacturing industry. There are two industries, A and B. Both the output is car. A produces tires. What are the parts of a car? You have a tire, engine or body material, okay, lights, steering. Both are manufacturing cars. So suppose industry A produces tires, engine and all that. Industry B materials, light, steering, etc. So now what is the output? The final output is car. Here also car. Now what they do is, the industry A, when they produce tires, they take some for themselves, isn't it? Then they have to give B. Whatever B produces, the body material or whatever it is, whatever B produces, some part they have to give to A. Suppose light, they have to give, but they also need, because they are also manufacturing car. So A also need products from B, B needs from A. So they are called interdependent industries. So we are going to write this in the matrix form A, B. See, it is not only two industries, there will be so many industries. They are interdependent. But we are taking only two now. In your syllabus, we have only two industries, A, B. So there are only two industries, A, B. Now we will write here the first one. We are going to write this as a matrix. A11 means whatever A produces, used by A itself. Sometimes 50% is used by A itself. Okay. And A12 means A is producing, B is using. One part of it is given to B. Suppose 40% is here, 60% goes to B. Or A uses 60% of it. Okay, this month A wants 60% of what they produce. 40% will be given to B. Now A21 means, what is the meaning of this A21 now? Whatever B produces, used by A. What is A22? A22 means whatever B produces, used by B itself. So that is called as the interdependent industry. So interdependent industries, and this matrix is called as the initial matrix. This is input output analysis sums. This they'll give you the initial matrix. The initial matrix will be given, then the demand will be given. The demand is, what is the demand outside? So sometimes the demand will be 30%, 30 or 30 units or 50 units. So demand will be given, and also the output will also be given. What are the three things given? The initial matrix will be given, the demand outside, output is what the industries they manufacture. Maybe see, the demand may be 30 units, but the output is 20 units. So the demand is more and output is less. Sometimes the demand will be 20 and output will be 30. So the demand matrix will be given, the output also will be given. So demand, we write it as D1, D2. The demand is D1, D2, and the output we will write it as X1, X2. So the output matrix we will write as X1, X2. So all these will be given. Now the question will be, if the demand changes, if this demand changes, what will be the gross output? What will be the output? That will be the question. The demand changes. What the demand was originally given in the table. If the demand changes, what will be the output? So for that we have to find a matrix called as the technology matrix. So how do you find the technology matrix? We denote it by matrix B. So the matrix B is B11, B12, B21, B22. How do you find B11? B11 is A11 by X1. X1 is the output. This will be given. B12 will be A12 by X2. See the final number, the last number will come down. See 1, here also 1. A12, 2 and 2 here. What will be B21? 21 by X1. This one. What will be B22? That's all. So you know to find, you have to use your calculator. You have to find the B matrix. After finding B matrix, that is technology matrix, you have to find I minus B. I minus B means I is the identity matrix. Okay. So I minus B is the identity 1001 minus this matrix B. After finding this, you have to check the viability of the given conditions. So viability means, is it possible to have a matrix like this? Is it possible to have a system like this? Is it possible to have output like this, demand like this? So we are going to check the viability of this system. So after finding I minus B, so first step is you have to find the technology matrix. After finding technology matrix, you have to find I minus B matrix. After I minus B, you have to check the viability of the system. That means, is it possible to have a system like this? The informations given are correct or not. So to check that, the Hawkins-Simon conditions we are going to use. The main diagonal elements in the I minus B matrix should be positive. We are finding I minus B matrix, isn't it? At this step, we are finding a new matrix, I minus B matrix. You have to check whether the elements of the leading diagonal, this is the leading diagonal, we have to check whether the elements are positive. Get 4 elements here. You have to check these elements are positive, the leading diagonals. You have to check whether the leading diagonal elements are positive. That is, the main diagonal elements are positive, and the determinant of this matrix should also be positive. These two things we have to check. Only then you should proceed. If these two are okay, then you should write by Hawkins-Simon conditions the system is viable. Now, once it is viable, then you have to find X matrix. X matrix is the output, the final output will be the question. So X matrix is I minus B inverse into the demand, the final demand, the demand change, whatever given the question is now changed. So the final demand and I minus B inverse you have to multiply, you will get the final output. So this is called as the input output analysis. So let us see one question. Technology matrix of an economic system of two industries. The technology matrix is given here. We need not find. In this question, the technology matrix is given. That means the matrix B is given. The technology matrix we need not find. I told you, A11 by X1. No, we need not find. It is straight away given. 0.50, 0.30, 0.41, 0.33. This is the technology matrix. Check whether the system is viable or not. So after technology matrix, you have to find I minus B matrix. Okay, I minus B matrix only we can check the viability of the system. So what is I minus B? 1001. This is the identity matrix. Minus 0.50, 0.30, 0.41, 0.33. Subtract. See the corresponding elements. 1 minus 0.50. What is that? 0.50. Correct. 0 minus 0.30 minus 0.30. So 1 minus 0.33. 1 minus 0.33 is 0.67. So we got I minus B. Now what we should do? Check whether the system is viable. How do you check? The Hawkins-Simon conditions are the main diagonals. So is it positive? The main diagonal elements. What are the main diagonal elements? 0.50 and 0.67. They are positive. So the main diagonal elements are positive. Second condition is you have to find the determinant of it. Determinant means cross multiply. 0.50 into 0.67 minus into minus, this is plus, minus of 0.30 into 0.41 multiply 0.50 into 0.67, 0.335 minus 0.123. Determinant of I minus B is positive. Therefore, both the Hawkins-Simon conditions are satisfied. Therefore, the system is viable. The technology, second question, the technology matrix of an economic system of industries is given. Again, just see, the technology matrix is given. So you should read the question. The technology matrix is given. Matrix B is given 0.6, 0.9, 0.20, 0.80 is given. Now we have to find I minus B. I minus B is 1, 0, 0, 1 minus matrix B. Matrix B is 0.6, 0.9, 0.20, 0.80. Let's subtract 0.4. 0 minus 0.9 minus 0.9. 0 minus this is minus 0.20. 1 minus 0.80 is 0.20. Check the Hawkins-Simon conditions. Ensure the viability of the system. So first you check the main diagonal elements. The main diagonal elements are here. This one 0.2, 0.4 and 0.20. So we can check that they are positive. The main diagonal elements are positive. Are they positive? Yes. Now you have to find I minus B, the determinant. Determinant cross multiply 0.4 into 0.2 minus, multiply these, both are negative, so it becomes plus 0.9 into 0.2. So it is 0.4 into 2, 0.08 minus 0.18. What is this equal to? Minus 0.10. So you are getting determinant of I minus B is negative. It should be positive. Both the conditions should be satisfied. The Hawkins-Simon, there are two conditions. Both should be satisfied. Here the first condition is satisfied. Second condition is not satisfied. Therefore, you should write the Hawkins-Simon conditions are not satisfied. The system is not viable. Is not viable.